And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another stadium review. Today, I am reviewing Trinity Health Arena, located in Muskegon, Michigan. It is a hockey arena. I believe it's a multi-purpose venue too, based on the looks of it. But um, it's home to the Muskegon Lumberjacks out of the USHL um, league. It's youth hockey thing, not kind of semi-professional, semi-college type stuff. I don't know what it's classified as, but we visited there pretty recently, a few days ago now at the time of this coming out, to see a game. Um, just to get out and see some more hockey. And we did some antiquing while we were out too to make it a day. But we really didn't have much expectations when it came to the arena. I was honestly just kind of expecting a little rink, a little place where hockey is played, and gotta say, we're pleasantly surprised with the experience of the arena. So I got a lot of thoughts. Let's just jump right into it, shall we? First off, I'm gonna have to say it's a convention center plus an arena, so it is like a more multi-purpose complex that it's located in. So it really fits in with the town's architecture pretty well. But also, you can tell it's pretty new, or at least got a very, very nice renovation recently. It has a very clean, modern look to it. Um, Very, very good designs for the architecture, um, and just a lot of modern amenities. There's restaurants literally in the arena that you can go to. You don't even have to have a ticket for the game, I believe. You just go in and you do what you need. It's like a bar, and you can still watch the game while you're at the bar. You don't have to. It's like partially outside the arena and partially inside the arena, which is a really, really nice touch. You don't usually see that at arenas for leagues of this level, and I really, really like that. But otherwise, it just had a very clean, open, modern look to it. Concourses were pretty wide open. Um, I will say there was some congestion during like the intermissions and whatnot because there is only one concession stand and it's right next to a bathroom as well. So there was a lot of cluster around that area. Um, but it wasn't a huge deal. I've definitely seen much worse. I thought Purdue Arena, Mackey Arena, was honestly a little worse. The K Wings Arena is definitely worse. So it wasn't bad by any means. But it's just a little bit something that I noticed. Like Lawson Arena, which was the last arena I reviewed before this one, it's not a lot of security. Um, we even snuck in food, and nobody stopped us. Nobody even really batted an eye. And again, there were no metal detectors. There were actual security personnel that watched you come in the door, so you couldn't just like openly have a fucking firearm out like you can at Lawson Arena. But um, you could still get in pretty much anything that you wanted to as long as it fit in your coat and you could hold it in there discreetly, which is a little concerning. Um, it did feel pretty lax. I think they have to be a little bit more lax because of the restaurant tied there and everything like that. But again, nothing happened, nor would you really expect anything to happen. But it is something that I, as somebody who works in athletics and was on was around for the MSU shooting almost 3 years ago now, it's something that I notice. So, um, I also want to talk about the bathrooms again real quick. The sinks in particular, they have some insane water pressure. I've never seen such strong water pressure for a sink before. That was pretty cool. Get your hands clean. But the arena itself was very, very, like I said, very, very beautiful and very, very easy to navigate. We even got the good chance to go like look inside the like club options or the suite options. They had a lot of those out and about. We could like look at the food options and stuff. Now we didn't get a whole lot of food. The only food that we got, Garry got some cashews, which he said were okay. But then Jeffy and Lycus got a pretzel. Each got a pretzel. They said it wasn't that great. But I will note, and I noted it in the vlog too, which you could see that came out a few days ago. You can go check that out for more visual perspective on what I'm talking about here. Jeffy had quite a sick reaction to the pretzel, or more so the cheese, I think is what he was talking about. He ended up barfing about 3 times in the car on the way home. Yeah. Thankfully, he had bought a water cooler bucket while antiquing, so there was no mess made. Hallelujah. But I just wanted to point that out. He felt completely fine, and was fine for a little bit after the game, but it wasn't very long. So there was that. Food prices, food options, pretty general. Wasn't anything super crazy. But again, you also do have the bar restaurant option too, if you're looking for something a little more high end. I want to talk about the environment a little bit. It honestly felt a little bit like a college environment, with all the different chants. They had cowbell, they had like special horns. Though they did steal a lot of stuff from other teams in Michigan, particularly MSU, with the It's a Beautiful Day for Hockey, which is a play on MSU football when they do It's a Beautiful Day for Football. Doesn't even make any sense. You're indoors, so why fail to report the weather? But the goal horn was also, it sounds very similar, if not identical, to the Detroit Lions touchdown sound. So they steal a lot of football stuff for being a hockey school, or being a hockey team. Which is fine. I mean, there's a reason why they do that. I mean, they stole the power play thing too. They stole that too. Which, like, I mean, it's probably not original to MSU, but that was the only other place that I've heard it, so it's nothing I can compare it to. I think it's fine. I mean, it's not necessarily copyrighted, so you can do whatever the fuck you want with it, but it's just something that I picked up on. But other than that, the environment was great. The fans were, very into the game, which you always like to see. It's not a very large arena either, but pretty comfortable seats. They were a little tight, but I am a bigger dude, so I can't really say that is something that everybody will experience. The seats were pretty comfy, very easy to navigate. The stairs weren't too big. Again, so it's not a very big arena, but it was pretty full, for all things considered, which is nice. It's made a great environment. The game took egregiously long. A hockey game should never go that long, unless it's a playoff game that goes into like triple overtime or something. And this game did go to a shootout. I will not say that it was just a regulation game. But there were so many clock stoppages. It's the USHL. Do we need multiple media timeouts every period? Do we? I don't think we do. Okay? God, the flow of the game was awful. The pacing was weird too, because there were 7 goals scored total in the second period and 1 scored between the first and third periods. What fucks up with that? And then, of course, the overtime period, there was nothing, and then they just dicked around in the overtime period. And the shootout, they finally fucking decided who was going to win the game. But I don't know, I just felt like there was a ton of clock stoppages, very drawn out. I wouldn't say it was like it is for like NFL games or something like that, but against the USHL, do we need all those timeouts and clock stoppages? The teams didn't even use their timeouts at all. Whatever. Other than that, it was a really fun game. Really fun time. Very, very beautiful arena. Wasn't super expensive. I think we paid like $20 to get in, and we were on the glass right by one of the nets. So that's like really, really good for that price. And again, we got more than our money's worth. We got overtime. We got a shootout. It was great. So we had a lot of fun. Wasn't super hard to get in and out of the arena either. As far as like parking goes, they're just free street parking near the arena, and then you just pull out and go, which is nice. So that's all I gotta say for this review. My final score for Trinity Health Arena is what it's called. I didn't even say that, I don't think, earlier in the video. It's called Trinity Health Arena. I'll give it a good 7.5. 7.5. I give it a 7.5. There's nothing like overly special or iconic, but for what it is, it's a very, very beautiful arena. It's very clean looking, lots of vibes to it, and overall, if you're a hockey fan, or even just a sports fan, this is an arena, and you're in the area. This is an arena that I would recommend checking out. It's not very expensive, and I think you will really enjoy it. So that's what I gotta say about this review. If you've ever been to this arena, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well, so stay tuned for other much more amazing content, including more stadium reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.